Okay, I am live. Alright, there we go. I'm alive! Okay. Mic set up just the right angle. How's it going, everyone? Howdy, howdy. Honestly, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to stream today. I was a little tired. But hey, we're here. Let me actually do the one thing that I forgot to do my chat pop out window. There we go. And then it's over. There we go. There we go. We are only about 8 followers away. 7 to 8 followers away from 50 followers, which is awesome sauce. So there's that. Let's switch over here. There we go. All right. We continue with the Great Marsh Encounters. And I don't have a tracker set up. I literally spent like 20 minutes trying to figure out how to set one up, and I couldn't figure it out, so I'm not gonna bother with that right now. If anyone has suggestions, I will look into it. But currently, there we go. Currently, I have no idea what I'm gonna do for a counter. Ooh, rare Carnivine. I actually need this. I'll just throw a ball. The Safari Ball looks really good with this Pokemon. Hey, we got a Carnivine. It's not shiny, but we do need it. Okay. So there's that. Finally added it to the Pokédex. I don't remember how rare this thing is. No, I don't. Box 16. Okay, I'll remember that. And we're just gonna run around in place. Ooh, another Carnivine. I'm gonna run away. I also didn't check my encounters for today, so whoops. But that's fine. Honestly, if it's just Carnivine, I don't really mind. Well, it's Barrel. Barrel. I'd be fine with it. I don't really care. Yeah, so Safari Week Day 2 for me. How's everyone's Shiny Week been going? Shiny hunting been going? If you are participating in Safari Week. I will say I haven't really been actively hunting in Pokemon Go, but I've caught a few shinies in Pokemon Go, which is interesting. I actually got a Bond Suite the other day. That was a Hundo, and it was my daily encounter. I was like, well, there you go. Guess I should probably check that more often. I don't really check my daily spawns. There we go. I think a shiny Carnivine would be kind of cool. I don't know what it looks like though. I'll definitely know when I see it. I just have never, as far as I know, I've never seen one. So we'll see how that looks. Yeah, still pushing for the 50 follower, and then onward to affiliate. I think other than the followers goal, the average viewer was like the other goal that I needed to meet. The other achievement I needed to meet of like 3 viewers or whatever. Average viewers. I'm like, we were very close. We're like 2.7, 2 point something. Also, let me know if the game audio is too loud, or if I'm too loud, or it's not balanced. Let me know. I will fix that. Boop, 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 boop. Bug! It's Hoothoot! Okay, we're gonna run away from that. I also didn't do any research into what like the time limit is in here, if it's a step-based thing. I don't know. So we'll see. Also, chat, I just got in the mail, you can kind of hear it a little bit in the background. I got the GameCube to Game Boy adapter controller thing. So now I can move all of my Pokemon from Pokemon's, not Stadium, Pokemon Coliseum over to my Gen 3 games, which is awesome. That'll help me whenever I do my, what is it, Emerald Living Dex, which is gonna be insane. Yanma. Yeah, I have no idea how many encounters we've had. It's Tangela. The one who always runs away every time I throw a ball. I still need this. Every time it runs away. Oh, he stayed. Maybe I'll catch him today. Wow. I'm not gonna throw bait at him because he's just gonna run. Tangela is notorious for dining and dashing. And I'm gonna use up all my balls trying to catch this one Pokemon. I don't even get a shake? Dang. This is the longest that Tangela's ever stayed with me. But I'm not gonna change up the system. Wow. Not a single shake. Yeah. Fuck you too, Tangela. Fuck you too. Tangela is so mean. Barrel. It's the sire. He's royalty, y'all. Aw, little Wooper. Wooper's sprite in this is so cute. Also, just a heads up, my voice is a little shot, just because I've been talking all day and I haven't been drinking enough water. Yeah, it's been a rough day. Work has been insane. Luckily, tomorrow is my last day before I have a couple days off. Carnivine, rare. How am I encountering more Carnivine than I am Tangela? This is weird. Because I was encountering Tangela a lot more last time. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. Okay. I think shiny Tangela would be great. I haven't even caught a regular Tangela, so who knows? That probably won't even be a thing. Owl. Hoodoo is such a cute Pokemon. I love Hoodoo. No, just shuffle in place. Don't move forward. I'm hitting the up and down arrows too much. Like too hard, I guess. I don't know. Hi, Wooper. Shiny Wooper would also be really cool to get. It's just that pink. It's really cute. Okay, there we go. We got a little bit of a system going. And then I'll immediately mess it up. More owl. Oh, y'all. I had very sad news while I was shuffling my Pokemon around in my, what was it? My living dex for Pokemon Blue. I had not evolved one Pokemon. And that Pokemon was Poliwag. I don't have a Poliwhirl. I have Poliwag and Poliwrath. So Poliwhirl is registered to my dex because I had to get Poliwhirl to get Poliwrath. But I don't physically own a Poliwhirl. I had 2 Poliwags. I just didn't write it down that I needed to evolve it. So I'm gonna be doing that for a little while. But I think the next time that I show you guys the living dex progress, it's gonna be, everything's gonna be in its proper box. Everything's gonna be organized. It'll be great. The problem is it's already been, what, two days since the last time I messed around with it? Rare! It's been 2 days since I messed around with it, and I don't remember where I put everything. I mark it in my notes whenever each box is completed in Pokedex order. So I have the first 2 boxes, and I'm working on box 3, but I'm not quite there. Now, it won't take a whole lot of time to just figure out where everything is. I can literally just check the boxes, but it's just a lot of work that I don't want to do. Bug. I told one of my friends at work that I finally completed my first living dex in Pokemon Blue. And he didn't hear me at first, or didn't understand me at first when I said blue. Because he asked me something, and I was like, oh, no, it was Pokemon Blue. And he was like, wait, like the OG Pokemon Blue? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, you hate yourself? Like, yes, I do. But also, I like challenges like that. Keep in mind, I used to hunt achievements all the time. I used to grind achievements on Xbox constantly. So achievement hunting is like built into my system. So doing stuff like this, I love doing this. Shiny hunting, building living dexes, I love it. So just so everyone's aware, who may or may not know, since I'm doing random encounters, and even if I wasn't doing random encounters and I was like trying to chain or whatever, the odds are 1 in 8,192 to get a shiny. Doing full odds, so it's fun. It makes the appearance of a shiny even better. Also, I haven't watched any of my friends or the people I watch like periodically on YouTube or Twitch. I haven't watched anyone's Safari Week. I was just like, I'll just watch the wrap up at the end of the week. Of course, I'm extending my week because of work messing up my schedule. So I'll be going into next week as well. And this week, rare. This week, Thursday, I don't have D&D because my friends who host at their house are having a baby, allegedly, unless the baby decides not to show up that day. So I was like, oh yeah, probably shouldn't play D&D that night. So hey, I will have plenty of free time to do this. Because technically Safari Week started on Monday, so I've only missed it by a day. I guess you could argue it started Saturday or Sunday. Owl. This is also really my first time, like, really doing full odds, just random encounters until I get a shiny. It's fun. I enjoy it. Whoop. I guess I can't reset after this because I caught a Carnivine. I would have loved to have caught that Tangela earlier. Tangela is just so rare to encounter. And then it's just such a bitch to catch. Because it either runs away immediately, or it stares at you and does not, like, if you give it food, it'll just immediately run away. At least in my experience. And it never shakes. The Safari Ball never shakes when it comes to Tangela. Which is, it's just sad. But it's fine. Gives me time to hang out with chat and, you know, just chill. Kind of relax from the day. I don't think tomorrow's gonna be crazy. It might, because we're getting we're getting 2 different trucks tomorrow, and I am not excited for that. But, you know, we'll make it work. How's everyone doing? How's your... Today's Tuesday. How's your Tuesday doing? Going? Is anyone else getting hammered by this oppressive heat? Oh! Spaghetti boy! I almost ran away out of sheer instinct. Just like muscle memory. Will I get a shake at least? Oh! Wait, 2? Hey, we got 2 shakes. That's more than I ever got before. And it's watching. Okay. I know I'm wasting all my balls on this thing, but I really honestly want a Tangela. And ran away, of course. Spaghetti boy. Ugh. I honestly don't think that in this like first round I'm gonna be getting a shiny encounter. I just kind of guesstimate that like the first round I'm not going to get one. It'd be cool if I did. Throws ball. Stay. 1. Shit. Well, at least we got 1 shake. Oh my gosh, Tangela, you are so bad. This Pokemon just refuses to stay in the Pokeball. Maybe I should try to throw bait. I don't know. Or like mud or something. Carnivine. I probably mentioned it a couple of times in some of my previous streams, but there's a person on Etsy who makes really cute emotes, and I've seen other streamers use it, which I think is really cool. But I think it's this person, I don't know who this person is, they sell it in like a pack of like 10, something like that. I don't know. It's a group of emotes that you can buy for like very, very cheap. They have various kinds, but the one I like is the Snorlax one, and there's different Snorlax types in there. which I think is really cool. They have like different expressions and emotes for the emote and whatnot. So I was thinking about getting some of those, but then I also was going to reach out to the person and be like, hey, I really like your art style. Would you be, are you open to commissions for emotes for Twitch channels? Because I am unhealthily obsessed with Snorlax, and I would love more Snorlax emotes. And I'm actually kind of at a place now where I can afford emotes. Like, I can afford to hire someone to make emotes, which is great. And I know there's a couple people in chat who also do emotes, so I would ask them as well, and I would see what their rates are. So we can get some a decent pool of emotes. I think as an affiliate, you don't get a whole lot of emote slots, but you can unlock more the more like subs you get. Which, you know, guys, as soon as I hit affiliate, you know I'm going to be spamming out that phrase of like, hey, if you have Twitch Prime, just link your Twitch Prime with Twitch. Or no, if you have Amazon Prime, link it with your Twitch, and you can get a free subscription every month. Do you have to use that on me? Not necessarily. I would suggest it, or I would encourage it, I should say. But we're not even close to that point yet. We still have to get like what, 8 followers, and then have like an average of like 3 people viewing. Which, you know, wouldn't be hard. But like the streaming on different days, I've already got that down pretty decent. And the stream for like 8 hours or whatever, that's not hard to do. Especially considering one of my first streams coming back to streaming was like almost 10 hours. I was like, I think I got this. I do plan on getting a, I forget what the adapter's name is, but there's an adapter you can buy for the Wii where you can just plug the HDMI into it instead of using the cables. I forget what the cable names are. The prongs. The colored prongs. I always forget the name of them. But there's a cable that you can buy to essentially replace that, and you can just plug it into the Elgato, which is what I would do. And then I can show you guys my Pokemon Coliseum stuff. I could show like the progress I will make when I do the, what is it? The Emerald Living Dex, which is going to be insane. I think that's going to be like a bigger project that I do maybe next year, because there's a few projects I want to do this year. One I'm currently working on. Rare. I never really liked Carnivine until I saw the sprite in this game, and I'm like, okay, I kind of actually like Carnivine. Because like Gen 6 is fine, but like Carnivine, like a lot of the sprites don't look good in my opinion. They look fine. They seem to have more life. I don't know. They seem to be a little desaturated in my opinion when they turned into 3D. But that's just me. Owl. I'm also going to do the thing where if I have people in Discord, I'll have like a night where it's like, this is going to be for Discord only people. And I'm going to have a bunch of Mew that I've caught in like the glitched Mew. But I'm going to do the 8F glitch. And do the 8F glitch. And then I'm just going to have a box full of just these Mew. I'll be like, hey, if anyone wants these Mew, you can have them. I will trade them to you. I won't necessarily make them all shiny. I might make 1 or 2 shiny. But, yeah. I think it'd be kind of cool, because then they would be like a legitimate Mew that you can put in your game. And it would have the little Game Boy logo on it to show like where you got it from. And I don't really see a whole lot of people doing the 8F glitch to get this Pokemon legitimate. I see them doing the glitch to get Mew, which the trainer fly glitch isn't hard to do. Whoop. Yeah. I might actually even stream, like, maybe I'll make a video of it. Like, at this point, does anyone not know how to do the trainer fly glitch for Mew? I'm really late to the game when it comes to, like, retro Pokemon glitches and stuff. So I'm, like, really late to the game. But, like, if people wanted me to, I could go ahead and make, like, a small little video tutorial on how to do the Mew glitch. And my recommendation on how to do it. Because you can technically get two in the same game. All you have to do is fight the one trainer over past, like on the way to Bill's house, past Nugget Bridge. There's one trainer there that you have to fight. And then there's the first trainer in Misty's gym. And those two trainers, the trainer on the way to Bill's house, his Pokemon's like a Slowpoke, I think. Yeah, it's a Slowpoke. And you can, it's like this, I think it's the special stat that triggers the Mew glitch, because any other Pokemon that you would fight, it would give you a different encounter. But so that one does that, and then it might also be another Slowpoke. I don't remember. No, it's a Shelter. I should know that. I've done it like 15 times. For the trainer in Misty's gym, you have to fight a Horsey and then a Shelter. The Shelter is actually the one that triggers the Mew encounter. And it just is based on the last Pokemon that you fought. Or encountered, at least. Because there are some instances in this where you're essentially doing the same glitch as you would for the level 100 Nidoking, which you can get different Pokemon with that as well. But, oh no, I didn't want to do all the... Get out of there. Hey, Yama, do me a favor and break out. Break out, Yama. Thank you. I don't want you. It's my turn to run away. Take that, Yanma. Yanma's sucking up my balls so that I don't have any to catch shinies. Hey, Kiki, what's up? You came in at a very interesting moment in commentary. How's it going? How are your shiny hunts going? Yanma. I would laugh so hard if that was a shiny. And I just ran from it. I'd also cry. Hold on. I'm gonna actually post on Facebook just to see if anyone going good, trying to get some Pokédex to perfect on Arceus. Nice. What the yeah, that's how far are you in, or which dex entries are you trying to perfect? just accidentally ran into an alpha Kricketot. Nice. Oh wait, is the default one that you have to do, or is it the was it a shiny one? Also, reminder chat, we are about 8 followers away from reaching 50 followers, which is awesome sauce. Regular, nice. So go tell your friends to come follow if they're interested in this stuff. Whoop! It's gonna be funny too, because if I get any shinies during Safari Week / two weeks, they're gonna be like the only shinies. Why did I throw bait? They're gonna be like the only shinies in this game that I have. Also, why is my Twitch chat thing here not working? Properties. Let me refresh it. Hopefully it'll actually start working. Oh. I think I know why. Hold on. Yeah, I think I know why. For some reason, it was hidden behind the DS screen. There we go. That should pop it up. There we go. I was like, man, my chat's not showing up on my screen. That's so weird. And it was, oh, it's behind a different source. I know how to stream. I'm smart, guys, I promise. Whenever I have a moment like that, I just like to remind people I was home teached. It's fine. But then when people get like super aggro about me being home teached, I'm like, hey, I scored higher on the ACT than half of the public schoolers, so actually all the public schoolers. It was a weird day. And that's saying something because I suck at math. And I had no right scoring as high as I did. I just guessed. Because I didn't have time to actually like work through the problems the way I wanted to. Because you know how you have to like, you have like a little piece of paper that you can work the problems with on the side. I didn't have time to do that for all of them. For a good portion of them, yeah. But then I was just like, yeah, I don't have time for this. I'm just gonna like pick the answer. I'll try to quick solve, and then I'll just pick the answer that is like closest to what I got. And I scored pretty high. I don't remember what I scored because I tried to erase that moment from my memory as fast as possible. I also just filled it with Pokemon facts. So yeah. Was anyone else absolutely hating the ACTs? We also did this like weird thing. I don't remember if it was every month or every year. I think it was every year. It was the Iowa Basic Skills Test. I hated that so much. It was such a bore, and I was so bad at it. My mom was just like, just do what you can. Like, you don't have to be perfect. Just like just show what you can do. And if there's stuff that you're like needing to work on, then we'll work on that. We don't need to work on stuff that you already know. And I was like, okay, cool. But then I got like super stressed out. I was like, I need to answer everything correctly or else. I don't know what the or else was, but or else you're an ultimate failure. I guess, I don't know. But hey, here I am, graduated with 2 degrees, playing Pokemon. How funny life is. So how's everyone else's shiny hunting going? Oh. My best friend was talking to me. I was like, okay. I was actually just thinking about it the other day because one of the things I got to do while I was homeschooling was we had these different co-ops that I would do. And they were just like, hey, PE and creative writing class, or just a writing class and all that stuff. I haven't found any new shinies. Really? That's strange for you, Kiki. You usually find like 1 million of them. But yeah, so one of the things I got to do is one of these co-ops was I got to do I don't know if it's creative writing or just writing class, but it was literally like a classroom, like a school setting. We'd show up for class every day. We'd turn in homework, we'd get our assignments, we'd work in class, and then we'd go home. It was fun to a point. I enjoyed learning how to write, or learning how to improve my writing, but my teacher was a little strict and very critical. I'm like, yeah, that tracks for homeschool families. We strive for perfection. Which isn't like a dig or anything, it's just funny to me. Fun fact, chat. I took all of middle school and high school trying to learn Spanish. Didn't learn a single thing. I picked up a few words here and there and like some of the general like basic rules of grammar. And just like kind of like forming a sentence almost. Didn't really stick a whole lot, even though I did Rosetta Stone. But then I took one class. I think it was while I was in high school. But it was one class where I took something else. I was like, okay, I've taken Spanish like 1 million times. I'm gonna try something else. So I was like, Latin sounds fun. No one speaks Latin and I want to learn how to speak it. And I loved Latin so much. It was so easy to pick up and like understand. It was just like a fascinating thing to learn, even when I didn't understand it. But like, it was so much fun to learn. I thoroughly enjoyed learning Latin, which actually helped me understand, like reading wise, helped me understand Spanish more, helped me with just like kind of learning like root words and stuff, especially for like scientific terms. That was really fun. So I really enjoyed it. Latin was fun. I need to pick Latin back up again, because I really, really, really want to learn how to like speak it fluently, so I can just be that one weirdo who just speaks Latin all the time. Rare. Ball. We've gotten 2 shakes out of this thing, and that's the rarest I've gotten, because it usually breaks out and then runs away like that, like a little bitch. Tangle is just like a little bitch. Why is Tangela so much easier to catch in other games? Why is it so hard to catch in the Great Marsh? I don't like it. Oh, also, Kiki, how's my audio like balancing out? Am I too loud? Is the game too loud? Is it too quiet? Let me know. My voice is also kind of shot, so that might affect things. Sounds good. Awesome. First try. Also, chat, I found online a sealed copy. I found a sealed copy of Pokemon Heart Gold, and I want it so bad. Unfortunately, the person selling it wants $500 for this thing, and I'm like, holy balls, that's way too much money. It's like, I love Pokemon games, but I am not willing to spend $500 on one. I am sorry. I think like 200 or like 250 is the most I'm willing to go on a Pokemon game. And even then, that Pokemon game better be in like immaculate condition. Or at least have everything included with it, like it has its book or its box. Or it has its box, it has the instruction manual, it has all of the like paperwork with it. It's in good condition, it's authentic, all that stuff. Yeah. For like expensive purchases like that, I'd be willing to do it if I was very, very wealthy, which I am not. Like if I could comfortably spend $500 just on a whim, I would, but not necessarily on a game, even though it's sealed, which is incredible to find. Eventually, I do plan on trying to get every single Pokemon game sealed, or at least all the main games, which is going to be an insane thing to do, especially when it comes to the Game Boy games. Can you imagine how much money it's going to cost to get a sealed copy of Pokemon Emerald or Crystal? That's going to be insane. I don't even want to think about that. I better get like a good job. Like a really good job. I could look it up right now and just be like, hey, how much are sealed copies of Pokemon Crystal going for? I don't want it graded, that's the thing. Graded would be even more insane. I mean, I'm seeing some online that are being bid for right now that are like $200, but they're just like a brand new cartridge. Like brand new, but like not in the box sort of thing. I'm looking for, okay, so like this one right here. It's graded, so that's like meh. But it's graded not by BGA. It's sealed. It's in like the graded thing. It's being sold for $11,999.95 with almost $16 shipping. That's insane. Here's one that's new in box, sealed for $4,000. But like, yeah, you're gonna, yeah, it ran away. There's a hefty amount of money to be spent on this. I'm like, dang. I just need to get really lucky and just find one at like a abandoned, one of those like abandoned storage units. Yeah, here's one that's new, sealed, for $5,432.10 and $10 shipping. Here's the thing: at that point, when you have your item listed for that expensive, just ship it for free. Like, if you have the ability to ship for free. Because in my mind, that's just trying to squeeze more money out of the person. And I'm just like, yeah. This one is new sealed ripped side. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's the plastic is ripped on the side or if it's the box is ripped, but it's $3,000. But yeah, didn't know that I would have to take out like a small loan or sell my soul to the devil himself in order to get sealed Pokemon games. So yeah, insane. $20,000. New sealed WATA graded 8.5. It's not even a 9. That's more expensive than the other one that guy was selling at a 9 rating. That's insane. 15,000 for graded 7. Wait, graded 70 plus. I don't know what that means. New sealed VGA graded 70 plus. Maybe it means 7. I don't know. Also don't know the grading system for video games. I only know the grading system for cards. Yeah, these are insane. You're better off just buying each individual piece separately and then assembling it together to make it complete. So like getting the box and the inserts, buying those completely separate from the game cartridge. Because the game cartridge itself, just by itself, will run you anywhere from $200 to $300 roughly, which is also crazy. I'm really hoping that eventually, like maybe in the next year or so, I don't see it happening in the next year or so, but hopefully in the next year or so, the hype kind of dies down a little bit, especially with people realizing like, oh, hey, this is a lot of money. I don't really want to spend that much. And people being like, yeah, people aren't going to spend this much money. Because it costs a lot to live, y'all. It costs a lot to live. Who knew that life was so expensive? Barrel. I have 18 Pokeballs left. If I get a shiny, oof. I really hope I can get an 18 balls. It'd be really unfortunate if the first shiny that I get is during right now, at this first round, when I only have 18 balls and it runs away, or I just run out of balls. My first shiny in Pokemon Platinum, and I failed it. How dare I? Carnivine. Let me look up what a shiny Carnivine looks like while I'm doing this. Okay, it's just like a lighter green. I'll just say Gen 4. Because that sprite will be easier to notice. Okay, yeah, it's not easy to tell, but it's noticeable. Especially on like the fins or whatever they are, the arms. They're more yellow. Yeah. Everything's just a little bit more yellow, which is fine. Also, Kiki, I've been seeing a lot of like, I think it's because my phone was listening to me, but I've been seeing a lot of like capture cards that are advertised through Facebook Marketplace, and they're all in Oklahoma. I'm just like, why? They're so far away. They're like $100. I'm like, it's not great, but it's better than buying it like brand spanking new from Elgato website itself. Which I'm a little pissed off that Elgato's website does not sell the old capture cards at all, or even have the software for them. Send them to me. Alrighty. The next time I see one on Marketplace, I'll DM it to you on shit, what am I? Discord. Watch, now that I say it, all the listings are going to be gone. Which, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, because if they're selling that cheap, compared to like a brand new one, I can imagine people are buying them up. There was one I was looking at getting, and it got snatched up immediately, and I was like, gosh dang it. That one was mine. Stop buying all my stuff that have bookmarks. It's like that meme where it's like people need to stop buying all the houses on Zillow that I have in my basket or whatever it is. I don't know how Zillow works. Whoop. What does everyone think the first shiny encounter that I have is gonna be? Sorry, I stuttered my voice there for a second. I think honestly it's either gonna be a Wooper or maybe a Carnivine. I don't know. Cause I've been actually no, I take that back. It'll be either Wooper or it'll be Hoodoo, because those are the most like common ones to find. Now, if it was like a rare encounter, I think that'd be really cool, like a Tangela. How funny would it be if I actually just predicted a Tangela shiny on screen? I would faint. I would pass away. I would cease to exist. Howl. I still need to get a monitor for my secondary setup at my dad's house. Of course, that won't be hard to do. And then it's not this weekend, it's next weekend I have off. Allegedly. I haven't looked to see if they've approved it yet. They typically do if I give them enough time. And I've been working overtime for the last, well, this week and then a couple weeks ago I've worked overtime, so I'm sure they're more than happy to just cut my hours. And it's not like vacation pay or anything, so they're not spending money on me. So I'm just like, hey, I know you guys are going to want to cut my hours because of overtime. I can just ask off for these days and then just work Monday through Wednesday. And they'll be like, all right, cool. Because I also volunteered to go in and work on the 4th of July for like 4 hours. Because I was just like, hey, I know we're going to be busy that day, and none of my plans for a typical Thursday are happening. So can I come work? And my manager was like, yeah, sure, if you want. I was like, hell yeah, holiday pay, let's go. Although I don't know if does 4th of July count for holiday pay? I would assume it does. Like, my first instinct is to say yes, because it's a big old, it's one of the big ones. It's like Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, and 4th of July, and then like Valentine's Day is after that, I would think. Honestly, I think Mother's and Father's Day should be like properly, like you get off for those days. Or at least you get paid more on those days, because in my head, any holiday, just any of them, and not like just like the, like, oh, it's National whatever day, like actual real holidays, in my opinion, are time that you could be with your family. And if you get scheduled to work, that's time away from your family, out of your personal life. And to me, that tells me I should be compensated for that. Especially if you're like, okay, we're not going to meet on this day because on the holiday because of work, but the weekend after is when we're going to like travel or do whatever our plans are. And so, you know, kind of balance it out. But that's just me. I kind of understand why people don't do it that way, but at the same time, it'd be nice. It's been almost an hour, and I still have not been kicked out of the Great Marsh. I don't know what the time-based system is. I don't know if it's steps I would assume it's steps because that's traditional for like Safari Zone, Great Marsh, all that stuff. That's right. I got away safely. Take that, barrel. Also, y'all, I know I'm crazy and insane for wanting to do a living dex in like most of the main series games. Not every single one, obviously, but like at least one of every generation. Do a living dex in each one. I also kind of really want to do the badge quest for for Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. I kind of really want to do it. And the thing is, I have multiple copies of each game. So I could, in theory, do the medals that are harder to get. So, I mean, I don't know. It'd be interesting. The only problem is I don't want to necessarily have separate accounts for each DS, like separate Nintendo accounts, which I don't even think you can set up a Nintendo account anymore with your DS because the online services don't work anymore unless you're local. So maybe if you're local, it'll work. I don't know. But I would love to do that. I would also love to do the one medal, or I guess, is it the medal rally or the medal challenge? I forget what it's called. I think it's the medal rally. But I think there's one where you have to like meet up with a bunch of people who are doing the same medal as you are at that moment, or at that time. And then you all get the medal at the same time after you like do something. I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched the medal rally video challenge that I watched. But I started rewatching it. I was like, dang it, now I want to do this. Because I like achievement hunting and achievement grinding. And I also like being a completionist. And I also just have no soul. Watch whenever I start dating, I'll be like, hey, check out all of my Pokemon. This proves that I have no life. But I'm completely dedicated. So you know. Boom, there's that. No. I don't know. I would love to have Pokemon date night. I think that'd be hilarious and amazing. Because I'm like, traditional date night's fine and all, and I would love to do those, but, you know, you can't really beat a Pokemon date night where you just have, like, tacos, and, like, put on, like, a movie in the background or something, and then you just play Pokemon together. Just, you get your DSs or your Switches, depending on how you want to play, and you just play Pokemon together. That sounds like the greatest day of my life. I also just like playing Pokemon with other people because it's very rare for me to do that. I've caught an Alpha Snorlax. Yes! Biggest boy. He is the biggest boy. I would love to see an Alpha Snorlax Gigantamaxed. I think that'd be the greatest thing ever. I don't think you can though, can you? Can they move over from Arceus over to Sword and Shield since it's a past generation? Actually, wait, no. Is Legends Arceus in the same gen as Sword and Shield? I don't remember. I don't think it is. No, because it released kind of at the same time as Scarlet. No, wait. Scarlet and Violet or BDSP? I think it was BDSP. Yeah, it was BDSP. But Alpha Snorlax, though. Hell yeah. Best boy. Can you imagine, like, being a 10-year-old kid in Pokemon, and you have all your Pokeballs at your house, or all your Pokemon at your house, and you're just like, I forgot what Pokemon's in this ball. Let me just pull it out real quick, and it's a fucking Wailmer, or Wailord, sorry, Wailord, and you just activate it in your house, and it just destroys like everything within like a 4-block radius. Can you imagine? Or it's just like something insane like that. Yama. I don't know how late I'm gonna go tonight, guys, because I do have work tomorrow. I would also really like to stream tomorrow. I think I'm gonna shoot to stream tomorrow as well. But it's 10:25 right now. I think I'll go to like maybe 11:30, give or take. I know these are gonna be like super short, but on my days off, they're gonna be a lot longer. Like, don't worry, I'm gonna be doing like a 10-hour stream. It's gonna be insane. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna get my McDonald's, get my chicken nuggies, and my French fries. Oh, now I'm actually kind of hungry. And I'm just gonna stream. That'll be great. Also, chat, I'm looking at getting a DSLR camera for a webcam. Because eventually I will be doing a webcam stuff, but also this camera, I got to play around with it at school before I graduated. Because my teacher / my advisor was like, hey, we got these new cameras in. You and what was her role? It was like his assistant or something. Or she was like the inventory manager or something. I don't know. I forget her actual title because it was just kind of like a made up position on the spot, but she was like really good at it. So she and I were both given cameras, and Bobby was just like, hey, go play with them. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you think. Oh, we got 2 shakes out of it. And it ran away. Gosh dang it. Tangela, you're hurting me, man. But you can apparently buy these cameras at Best Buy. Now granted, they're expensive. Triple digits. Very expensive. But for a DSLR mirrorless camera, and the quality, it can shoot in 4K continuously for I forget how many hours. But all I would need after that is just like a dummy battery, and then I think it's like the Camlink, Elgato Camlink, and that's it. And those are like super easy to get. Like, they're not hard to find. But then I could do face cam stuff, so you could actually like see my reactions when I shiny hunt. Not that my reactions are super exciting to watch, but and then everyone can see my beautiful face. Kiki knows what it looks like. Horrifying, isn't it? Enough to melt the paint off of any room. Walk into a room and all of the wallpaper just peels away. It's great. Gosh, remember the old streaming days that I used to do? Like the old streams? The like late night achievement hunting, where I'd play like 4 games and just perfect them. Now granted, they were like 1-hour games, but still. I still remember my 10,000, I think it was 10,000, yeah. No, it was my 100,000 gamer score achievement. And it was while I was playing Lego Jurassic Park. Because I was like, you know what, most of my like big goal, like, what was it? It was like 5,000, 10,000, 25,000, all that stuff. Most of those achievements were in Lego games. I was like, you know what? For my 100,000 gamer score achievement, it has to be in a Lego game. It has to. And that's what I plan to do for like my 1 millionth gamer score whenever I get back to achievement hunting on my Xbox. I don't know if I'll stream any of that. I think that'll just be something I do on the side. I might stream the day that I get a million gamer score just because I want like video footage of it. I feel like that'd be fun to stream. But I'm gonna try to like keep most of my content here strictly Pokemon/Nintendo. Bug. I watched an episode last night of someone reacting to the Avatar: Last Airbender cartoon, and I guess he had like taken a break or something because of like the strikes going on with the actors and stuff. What is going on with my bitrate? That was weird. It's like all spiky. But I guess he had taken a break, but then he was back and he reacted to I think like 2 episodes, but it was. It was literally like right after Appa got nabbed in the desert, and it was like Aang's darkest arc that he was reacting to. And Sokka being high off of the cactus juice is probably the best thing ever, and I love it. Sokka and Momo being just completely high off of cactus juice is hilarious. Carnivine. You know, for as rare as a spawn that Carnivine is, it's very, very, very popular. Very, very, very common to get Carnivine. I get Carnivine more than I get Tangela. And I think they're both, I think Tangela is like a, 5% encounter here? Or like a 1% encounter? And maybe Carnivine's a 5%. I don't know. Maybe 10. Depending on like the spawn rate. Of like, hey, it spawns on this day. Y'all, I'm gonna have to like get a pizza later tonight. I have to get a pizza at my dad's house when I go back. That or I'm just gonna have, no, I'm not gonna spend the money. I've spent a lot of money this week on lunch. And it's not even like a lot of money each day. It's just like a lot of money total because it just like chips away, you know? And usually all I get is just like maybe some popcorn chicken, maybe if they have it. And then like a bottle or 2 of Mexican Coke, depending on how many are available. It's usually 1. But sometimes when I'm like super parched, I'll drink 2. And then Tyler keeps inviting me to his live. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm streaming. And then like some Pringles chips, and that's it. Like the little like snack tins that they have. So like that's pretty much all I eat for lunch. Now granted, occasionally my friend over in bakery is like super cool, and she brings out like a bunch of spare donuts that they're just trying to get rid of as like samples, and she just leaves them in the break room and we partake, and it's the greatest day ever. I usually try to snag up the chocolate donuts as fast as I can. Speaking of donuts, I don't know, I'm pretty sure Quick Trip is Kansas exclusive. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it is. But the donuts that they have at Quick Trip, the chocolate donuts, slap. They are, like, obviously you can't eat too many in a row because they'll make you sick. But like, oh my gosh, these donuts are amazing. And it takes a bunch of my willpower each time I'm in Quick Trip not to buy a bunch of them. Because I used to buy, what was it, like 6? I used to buy 6 of them when they were like $1 a piece. Or is like, hey, you buy half a dozen, you get them all for like $3. I'm like, that's a steal. I'll do that. But they don't do that anymore, as far as I know. But man, those donuts are so good. Those and the chocolate chip cookies at McDonald's. McDonald's had no right going that hard on their chocolate chip cookies. I feel personally attacked because those cookies are so good. They're delicious. Tangela, I don't have this. It's not shiny, but I'll try to catch it with my 17 balls. Not even a shake. It's gonna run away. Damn. Tangela is so rude. At this point, I'm not even gonna bother trying to catch Tangela anymore. I'll just run away from it. Be like, oh, see how it feels? And then Tangela's just gonna be like roasting me as I run away from it. Your hat's stupid. Why are you wearing a scarf? It's the middle of summer. Owl. I'm still excited over the fact that I had a nerdy conversation with my favorite actor on Twitter about D&D. I tweeted him. I was like, hey, I'm trying to create a character that you've played in a show. I'm trying to create him as a like a player character that like people could play, but also just like as an NPC for my campaign that I'm running. And I was like, hey, could you like kind of see what I've got so far and just give me any notes that you have? Because apparently he also plays D&D. I was like, boy, not only are you my favorite actor, you now like own my heart. Oh, I know I said I wasn't gonna try to catch this, but just one ball, just one ball, Tangela. Come on, Tangela, get in the ball, stay there. You bitch. Watching. Oh, now they're tempting me, y'all. Now they're tempting me. See, now they're just like. Now they're like, hey, he's gonna shake once. And it's watching carefully. Okay. Okay, it's watching carefully. I'm gonna throw some bait just to see what happens. It's gonna run away. Every single time I throw bait for this stupid Pokemon, it runs away. I'm like, you motherfucker. You just wanted free food. Which is completely fair, and I can relate. But still, you don't have to personally attack me like this. But yeah, so I had this fun nerd conversation with my favorite actor. I now love him more than like anything ever besides Pokemon. If I found out that he liked or played Pokemon, I would just cease to exist. I'm like, how can you just become greater in my eyes? You are my favorite actor. You voiced my favorite characters in children's shows that I watched growing up that I didn't know until recently. You play my all-time favorite character in a show that I watch. And you play D&D. It's like, how can you become a more perfect human being? Pokemon. Like, y'all, when I became a fan of Jason Kelce, because he's a cool dude. I like him. He's just a cool dude. When I became a fan of Jason Kelce, watching his podcast that he does with his brother Travis, they talked about like who in the NFL would be which Pokemon. I was like, hold up, y'all played Pokemon as kids? And he was just like, he was talking about Pokemon and he mentioned Snorlax, which Snorlax is my favorite Pokemon. If he gets mentioned in media, I die of happiness. But he mentioned Snorlax and I was like, oh my gosh, Jason Kelsey knows about Snorlax. It was just a weird nerd moment, okay? I guess on the show Survivor, one of the contestants was like a huge Pokemon nerd as well. And so he like was talking to a bunch of the other contestants about Pokemon and just kind of like how he plays the game and his shiny hunting methods and all this stuff, and like national television. And it was like, now we're learning about Masuda method on Survivor. I was like, I could like, this is the era that I was meant to live in. I'm off for bed, got a work meeting tomorrow morning. All right, see Kiki, thanks for stopping by. Good luck on the hunt. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Maybe I'll get a shiny like I did the last time when you were about to leave. Fingers crossed. Nope. Good luck with your meeting tomorrow. Y'all, does anyone have like a spare Eon ticket just laying around that they would like to sell me for not $400? I really want to do the all of the event Pokemon stuff for Emerald as legitimately as I can. There is a way to insert the event into the cartridge, which is it's a legitimate way. It's just kind of a little sketchy. And I have the means to do it. I just would rather just get an Eon ticket. Allegedly, also, if you have a copy of like any of the Japanese games, so like Japanese, I don't know. I think it's just Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I don't know if Fire Red and Leaf Green would count, but they have there's a chance that you can get the ticket on the cartridge and then trade it over to your English copy. And I think if it was like originally placed on that cartridge, you can trade it unlimited amount of times. I don't know. I don't remember what was said about this. I remember watching a video about it and I was like, oh, I'll just do that because that's much easier and less expensive. Because if you didn't know, the Japanese Pokemon games are like $40. And I'm like, hell yeah. Because first of all, I would love to collect the Pokemon games in Japanese as well, just to like have them. But also I think it'd be really fun to like maybe learn a little bit of Japanese playing Pokemon. I think it'd be really fun. Or at least be able to like read it and understand it a little bit more. There's also the rare chance that you could find just like a random copy, like a random like authentic copy of the Gen 3 games, and they would just have the event on it. But that's very rare, and I don't think that would happen. Wooper's so cute. I really wish they had gone back to sprites. Hi, my phone just got fixed, and first thing I did was put some sort of fan art of my favorite book on the case. Okay. That's cool. My case is very just like plain, just clear. My my screensaver though, very different. Any shinies yet? Unfortunately, no. Um, Nothing yet. Of course, I haven't really been hunting that long. It's only been about an hour and 22 minutes, roughly. Yeah, nothing yet. We keep encountering Tangela, which we still haven't caught in this Great Marsh. I have not caught a Tangela at all. Oh, speak of the devil, Tangela appears and just like is a complete ass and just won't be caught. It either will not shake at all or it'll shake once or twice and then leave. Do I watch the Nova League? I have no idea what that is. If that answers your question. Tangela, no. I watch pretty much mainly Pokemon stuff and then some like other TV shows. Shiny Hunting YouTube channel? Oh. No, I don't watch. I'm interested in like looking at more stuff when it comes to like shiny hunting and whatnot, so I might give him a look see. I've been watching a lot of Johnstone lately because he did a Emerald Living Dex, and I'm in the middle of watching those videos. But he's also doing a Living Dex in other Pokemon games, and I'm like, this is what I want to do. This is perfect. I can just watch someone else do it, and then I can get inspiration to do my own. It's a group channel conformed by 4 people. Nice. So it's like a community channel. That's really cool. I really like it when like friends make a YouTube channel together and they just do stuff together. One of those 4 people wrote that book. Nice. There you go. Tangle is back. 1 level higher. Let's see. I'm mashing B. 1. Dang it, B did not help. I'm not even gonna bother with the stupid bait because every time I throw bait, Tangela just eats it and then runs away because there's just like I want free food. I was like, that's fair. Darn. So I drew 2 of the characters in that book. Uh, there you go. That's what you're into. Oh yeah, my lock screen is my favorite character from Coral Island, which I would love to play Coral Island on stream. I'm still waiting for them to announce it on Switch. I'm ah, I need it. I did it for the memes. There you go. I did. I'm trying to remember what because I did a lock screen once for the memes. And I don't remember what it was. I did change my like on Facebook. I changed my banner to the to the guy sitting in the canoe in the gymnasium. I love that so much. It's like his reward is the canoe. He was able to sit in the canoe for up to an hour this time. I'm just like I love I love this video so much. That and the Mr. Bubs. That was my banner for a while. It is such a funny video. You should look it up. It's the I think honestly if you just look up his reward was the canoe, it'll pop up. It's like I'm assuming it's a skit. There's no way that this is like a real thing, but it was like a convict or something in like a prison or like a small jail or whatever. And for good behavior, they were given rewards. And the reward that time was he got to sit in a canoe for an hour, and the canoe just sat in the middle of a gymnasium. I was just like, what the fuck? It is so funny. I highly recommend watching it. It's like it has the same energy as the oh, what was the name of the tree? I don't remember the name of the tree. It was like this is an elm tree or whatever tree it is. Um oh, what is the name? I know it's like a 2-syllable word. I don't remember the name of this tree. It's like This is an elm. You can tell it's an elm by the way it is. I love that video so much. Aspen, that was it. This is an aspen. You can tell it's an aspen by the way it is. I was shown that video coming back from like, what was it, Christmas break to college with a brand new. No. This was like my introduction to like the new group of students because I took a year off because of COVID. I took a year off and I was just like, I'm just going to work so I can save up money and just pay for college. And so I came back to college and and it was like a group of new people. I was like, I don't know any of these people. And this was like one of the first things we did was like we just sat down with Safari game is up. We just sat down with our phone and watched this one video and we're dying laughing on the floor. It was the best day ever. Okay. So I'll go ahead and save here because we caught a Carnivine. And I don't want to accidentally erase that. I actually don't know what Pokemon encounters are out. I think the only thing that's changed is Carnivine. Or it's been added. And I'm not going to spend another, like, what, $100 to look out of a window. Because I have to spend $500 just to go in here. Yeah, I'll go in. I got 30 balls. Hey, Xoppy92, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. You're helping me get to that 50 follower mark. Hell yeah. Which I think I have. Is it under my favorites still? It should be. Yeah, at 50 followers, I'll be doing a shiny Celebi hunt and the Virtual Console Crystal game. So that's fun. Now we're only 7 followers away. 7 followers away from me having a mental breakdown. It'll be great. No, it'll actually honestly be fun because I like shiny hunting. Yeah. I have a few goals set up, and also if you want to join Discord, I have a Discord server for Pokemon stuff. Exclamation point Discord. So if anyone wants to join, there you go. Just keep it clean, y'all. Keep it clean, follow the rules, we'll be good. It's actually really fun. There's not a whole lot of us in there, so it's like it can be quiet sometimes, which is great. We have a pets channel. If you want to like share your pets, that's great. Yeah, at let's see. 50 followers was a shiny Celebi hunt in Virtual Console Crystal. And then at 100 followers, I'll do a Coral Island stream / a Pokemon card opening stream. So that'll be fun. I need to go out and buy Pokemon cards for that. If we're not even at 50 followers, I won't worry about it until then. And then at affiliate, whenever we reach affiliate, I'll do my first Legend of Zelda game, which is Breath of the Wild. It'll be fun and wild. You already reached the cap of 200? Yoicks. But that's kind of cool that they have a cap of 200. I didn't know that they had a cap. It's the Spaghetti Boy again. You already got your own Celebi? Nice. Motherfucker, I ran away from this thing. You know what? That's fair. It's fair. Yeah. A lot of the Pokemon games I've never played before. So I'm just kind of experiencing them for the first time, and Crystal's one of them. I started a little playthrough, and I have the streams archived on here. But after Safari Week, I think I'm gonna get back to playing. I think I'll get back to playing Crystal, especially as we get closer to the 50 follower mark. I'll be like, hey, I kind of need to get Celebi, or get to the point where I can get Celebi because it's post game, and I haven't even. I think I beat the first gym, and that was it. I'll throw one Pokeball, or I guess Safari Ball. That's all she wrote, folks. Oh, you're gonna. Okay, I'll throw a bait. Here, have a free meal. You're gonna run as soon as I throw this. Boom. Predicted. Tangela is just a foodie. Can I show my team in Crystal? I don't know how you would. But if you want to, sure. Run from there. Yeah, I do also plan on doing a living dex on Crystal at some point. So that'll be a thing. Because I recently just finished my Pokemon Blue living dex. Because I was like, I love Pokemon Blue. It's my favorite game so far, other than Leaf Green. So that's the thing. Bug. What's Pokepaste? Pokepaste is a rare item drop that you get whenever you grind up your Pokemon to Professor whatever his name is in Pokemon Go. Barrel. Yeah. Pokemon Crystal's been fun so far. I'm really enjoying Gen 2. I think I will probably honestly like Gen 2 more than I like Gen 1, but I am a Gen 1er. So it's going to be really hard to win me over. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be really hard to like win me over to Gen 2 uh to like be my favorite. But I'm like, as long as Snorlax is in it, I'll be fine. I love Snorlax. That dude, favorite Pokemon. Love him to death. Oh, it's post game. Oh yeah, because Kanto. It's kind of weird that you can't natively find it in Johto. But understandable. Now, is Kanto actually considered post game, or is it just extra? Or I guess extra is considered post game, but like, Tangle is back. One ball. Because I guess the main game is, yeah. So I guess Kanto would. This motherfucker runs away. Just tearing my heart out of my chest. Runs away with it. Thanks, Tangela. I just wanted to name you Terry from the one meme. I haven't yet. No, I'm streaming. But Barrel's such an ugly Pokemon. Like, I like him because I love Bidoof. But like they the design is just it's not that great. It's not. Like it's a cool idea. Like I like the like what is it, like a beaver? I think it's supposed to be a beaver. Cuz isn't that what Bidoof is? But Barrel looks like a beaver and is a water type, so it makes sense. Nice. Cool. Which one is a Pokemon Showdown? Is that the one where you can just kind of like build a team and then face off against people? Battle Simulator? Nice. I've thought about doing that. I might. Also, might do Pokemon MMO at some point. I don't know. See, the problem with Pokemon MMO is I just don't want to. I don't want to encounter those types of players. You know, the ones who just like grief. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'll be like playing GTA 5 all over again. You log in and immediately get blown up. Like, cool. This was the gaming experience that I wanted. Immediately goes into a private lobby. Like, guess what? I don't have the money to keep going to the hospital and repairing my car every time you blow it up. So you can't grief in Pokemon MMO though. I know, but like, still, there's gonna be troll players. And I'm just like, this is why I play single player or play with a friend in the same room. I think the only multiplayer Pokemon I've ever really done was I think Kiki and I played. One of my followers, she and I played in Scarlet. Oh, I played in Violet. I think she was in Scarlet. I don't remember which. But I was trying to get Palafin. Or I was trying to get Palafin to evolve. And yeah, that was a process. I was not happy. And then oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to like find a group or something to do the what is it, the ogre pawn racing or whatever it is, the ogre racing, to get the shiny Munchlax. And I'm just like, I like that they made it a challenge to try to get the shiny Pokemon, so it's not like easy shinies. But at the same time, don't make it that damn hard. Jeez Louise. Because you have to be like, so the way I understand it, you have to be like basically in constant communication with your group, your team. And I'm just like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk to people. I play Pokemon to avoid talking to people. I'm a shut-in nerd. Why does my DS audio just shut off? Hold on. Nope, it's just doing the same stuff it's been doing. Let me mute it and see if I can do the old fix that it used to do. Hold on. Because the fix is just unplug it at the base and replug it back in. This is going to be a process. It's still not working. Well, we lost Pokemon audio. That's fun. Man, I love the technical difficulties that come with this capture card. Like, I love Loopy, but like, geez Louise's capture card is a menace. Okay, we're just gonna play with no audio for the game. It's just gonna be my beautiful voice. Unfortunate. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Troubleshoot sound problems. Ooh, spatial sound? That'd be kind of cool. Oh my gosh. Select the window, please. I think I don't know, man. This is weird. It's never just like straight up cut out the audio midstream. Yeah, this is just bizarre. I don't know why I'm having audio issues. It might be the cable. I hate the fact that it has to plug into the back of my computer. Can I go to Pokemon chat? Here, just a second. Yeah, I'm still not getting levels. I really don't like this. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. I might have figured something out. Control panel. It's on the right thing. Listen. Continue running when on battery power? Yeah. This is just wonky. It's wonky, chat. Okay, hold on. I may have a way of fixing this. Ignore that. Oh, I'm seeing levels now. Okay. 3DS stream. Can y'all hear the game now? I might turn it up slightly. Is the game audible? Only on one side. Okay. Let me try something. Advanced audio properties. DS audio. Let me do mono. I don't know why it's only on one side. But yeah, there we go. Mono, that should balance it out, I think. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know why it's been doing that. Oh, you know what? It might have been because my computer updated. That might have been it. Okay. Crisis averted, people. Crisis averted. Okay, let me head over to my Discord real quick while I do this. Yum. Nice. I almost threw a ball. Oh, like, no, I'm not wasting a ball here. I do not want to do that. Okay, so now, okay. I just noticed something in my settings that I hadn't noticed before. It doesn't affect what I'm doing right now, but I was like, oh, that's what that means. Okay, so we're good. Barrel. Run away! I think the shiny I would most like to get, I don't know, I really like I really like Yanma shiny with the blue. But Wooper and Quagsire though. Yeah, I saw it. I said nice. I was like, nice. Quagsire. He's so cool. Quagsire just, what was the words I was just trying to say? They've got nicknames. Were you doing a Nuzlocke? Or were you just nicknaming all your Pokemon? I know some people like to do both. Nope, you were just nicknaming him? Nice. Yeah. You like nicknaming? I like to nickname some of my Pokemon. So like, I like to nickname Noctowl whenever I get it. I like to name him Triforce because of the triangles on his chest. I like that, and then I like what is it? Oh, Quagsire. I like to name Swagsire because he's swaggy. Speaking of the devil himself, he was summoned. Nice. Almost 2 hours. Wait, what time is it? 11:12? Okay, I might head out at 11:30 just because I have to go back to my dad's. But I also I still have to eat dinner and then go to bed at some point. Because I have early shift tomorrow. I actually prefer these early shifts. I just reminded you of what? I do prefer the earlier shifts because then I have more control over my, like, because I'm usually the closer. I have more control over like what happens in my department throughout the day. I have more influence over it, I guess. You gotta do Duolingo. Gotta go. All right, have fun with that. Good luck. Yeah. Yeah, I like to have more control or like a little bit more influence on like how, essentially like how fate is decided at work, for lack of a better term. Like I can get more cleaning done. I can get more stuff done throughout the day, so it's not something I have to worry about with only like 4 hours of work to do. Because whenever I get there, because typically I only work 4 hours on the weekdays and then I work longer hours on the weekends. But, when I get there with only 4 hours to go and I have about 6 to 8 hours worth of work to do. I'm just like, well, this is fun. Plus, it's only, one of our guys is on vacation, so it's just me and our department head, which is fine. I like him. He's fun. And actually, I prefer working with him anyway. The job gets done better / more efficiently when I'm working with him. Plus, he's just really fun to talk to. I really like working with him. He's enjoyable to be around. He's funny. He's also like 80 million years old, which is great. Like another grandpa. Love him. So I don't know if it's a setting on here, but I think, because I literally, just to fix my audio, I just unplugged my capture card from the wire to connect to my computer. That's all I did. I just unplugged that. I left the audio cable in and everything. So I don't know what's going on. And also now I'm seeing audio on both channels, so left and right instead of just the one. Which makes sense because I was watching a playback on my, what was it? I was watching a playback on stream from last time, and I could only hear the audio out of one ear or the other. I couldn't hear it out of both. I was like, that's weird. Or it was very quiet. But now I can hear it out of both because mono's on. I think it's ridiculous that it needs to be set to mono to begin with. And I'm just like, it's just audio, just plug and go. Just plug and go. Carnivine. How cool would it be to get a shiny tonight with my very minimal hunting that I've been doing? Because I think, well, how long did I hunt last time? I think I hunted for like an hour. Well, luckily Thursdays are right around the corner, and Thursday is my free day. It'll be great. And I don't think I'm doing anything on Friday either, because we're not having D&D until the weekend after 4th of July, I think. So my D&D night, both of my D&D nights are not happening, which is fine. It gives me more prep time, which I'm probably not going to be doing because I'll be doing this. But it's fine. I like to kind of just make stuff up on the spot, and my players tend to like that. Kind of like the more improv rather than planned stuff. Because when I plan stuff, I plan it in great detail. And then they're just kind of like sitting there bored. I'm just like, I'm sorry. Although I will say, I haven't had any of my players ask me to like physically describe a building before. So I'm like, thank God, because I've only written down like a physical description of buildings like twice. I'm like, it's a building. Just, you have the gist of it. Just imagine in your head what this building is going to look like. Because even if I describe it, people are going to have different interpretations of that. Even though they'll be more the same, they'll be influenced by my description, obviously. So they'll be like more similar. But if I just say it's a building in this fantasy world, that's, let's say it's a grand library, they're going to have different pictures of what that is in their head. And actually, I kind of prefer that because that makes the experience more personal for everyone, in my personal opinion. Because when I hear of like a grand library, I kind of have this picture in my head of like what it looks like and like the architectural like design of it and how old it looks and what the area around it looks like and, you know, the interior and all that stuff. So I kind of like having a little bit of description in, which is great. But at the same time, I enjoy just letting the players kind of imagine it for themselves. Carnivine again. Because if they're just imagining it for themselves, then it makes, like I said before, it makes the experience more personal. It makes things, it makes their adventure more of their own, you know? Which I think is very important when you play D&D. I don't set out to try to kill my players. And I know no DM like intentionally tries to kill their players. It just kind of happens in the moment, / this would make more sense story-wise, or what this villain would do. They would actively try to kill you while you were down, instead of like moving on to the next person. But I don't actively try to kill my players, because I like their stories, and I like to see their stories unfold. Now, especially when they're like brand new to D&D, and they're not like me, when I have like 74 characters on standby to play as backups. Yeah, because I'm kind of obsessed. Yeah. I actually have a really good idea for a warlock character that I kind of want to play. I love the idea of this warlock, and I think I should probably write it down before I forget. But it came about when I was listening to a TikTok of like, it was just a guy like practicing voice acting. But he's also a D&D fan, so he was doing like a patron talking to the warlock. I was like, this is a really cool concept. And it wasn't even like a full-on skit, like him acting it out. It was just like a black screen with like captions popped up. But the audio was so good that it just kind of like made it more immersive. I was like, I really like this. Like, I like this a lot. But yeah, so I would love to play this warlock at some point. I also just really like warlocks in general. I like the idea of like kind of an angsty character that like for some whatever motivation it is, like signs a pact, signs an agreement with a like a either a deity, a demon, a fiend, I don't know, primordial, like some sort of like strong being of incredible power. I like the idea of a character that does that, and then eventually over time either learns that they don't need all that power, or they just like they become so into this agreement that they're 100% in. I really like that. This Tangela is just not going to be caught. Watch. Yep. Not even shake. Watching carefully. What if I threw mud at it? Instead of a rock like in Gen 1. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm going to throw mud at it. Get mudded. Ran away. Of course it did. Because anytime you throw anything at it, other than a ball, it'll just run. Why is Tangela like the hardest one to catch? I caught Carnivine in the first ball. I'm pretty sure it was the first ball. It might have been the second, but I caught it fairly quickly. I was just like, okay. That was easy. Carnivine. It's gonna be really fun when I start playing Black 2 and White 2, because I can finally start trading up my Pokemon from what is it, Dream Radar? The radar game, where you just like you like scan your room with your DS and you just hold it up and you're in various like weird positions, because you like have to, it uses the 3D aspect and the camera, and you just like track things around your room. But I have all the Therian forms. I think it's the Therian forms. I have all of the genies, and then I have a few of the other Pokemon that you can get. But apparently there are other like legendaries that you can get through there as well, which I would love to get. I also really need to move up my I need to start playing Sun and Moon at some point, or Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, because I have the Ash Greninja that I need to trade up from the demo, and I need to do that before that feature is completely eliminated. Also, y'all, I don't know if it's just my DS is broken or what, but the what is it? The Nintendo Wi-Fi connection Pokemon that you can get through just like changing your DNS code to that whatever code that was, and then just doing the mystery gifts that way, they still work. I don't know if they're supposed to or not, but they still work. I got like 4 Pokemon doing that the other day just for fun. I was like, oh, I didn't know I could still do this. It's game on, baby, because I still have to get the shiny Genesect from, I just need a Japanese copy of, I think, Black 2 or White 2. Which shouldn't be too hard to get, because those games are like, I think a piece. The Black 2, White 2 games are like 40 or 50 bucks. Which isn't horrible, but and that's complete. I'm just like, I love this. Japanese Pokemon games are the bomb diggity. Carnivine. I have no idea how many encounters I've done. I know people care about that, and I said this last stream. I know people care about like keeping track of their encounters, and it's like, oh, I caught this Pokemon in this many encounters. It was great. I'm not that person. I don't like keeping track of that at all. I probably should, especially if I'm doing it for like a YouTube video or something. But, you know, as soon as shinies were introduced into Gen 2, they should have had a built-in mechanic of like, hey, this is how many encounters you've had. And they kind of do in here in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum with the what is it called, the chaining aspect that you can do, and that Pokejap, whatever it is, the radar. But I think all games should have done it. Like you can do it in Let's Go games, because they show you how like your chain, your combo that you've caught of Pokemon, which I'm like, that's awesome. Thank you. All games should do that. As just a quality of life, all Pokemon games should do that. Really? No encounters? There we go. It's a hoodoo. Okay, I have about 2 more minutes before I'm gonna call it. I mean, a little 2-hour stream isn't horrible. And I already said that these like weekday streams are gonna be a little bit shorter, up until Thursday. And I will, oh, it's Tangela. I'll try to catch her. Here, I'll throw a bait first. How's that? I'll throw a bait first. She'll probably run. Ran away. Free meal. There you go. But, I forgot what I was talking about. My brain short-circuited when I saw Tangela. Barrel. Oh yeah, I already said that these weekday streams are going to be shorter, just because of my work schedule, time being all wonky. But hey, it is what it is. I'm going to try to buy that camera probably next week after payday. I'm trying to buy that camera. Because if anything, I'm going to try to do a little bit more short film shootings. Because I would love to start making films again. Because that's literally what I went to school for. And you can make it, honestly, for those who don't know, in the film industry or filmmaking, you can make a short film just on your own. Easy. Now, it can be a little complicated sometimes, depending on how complicated you want to make it. But it isn't hard to make a short film. Like, one of my friends, she made a short film of, like, the day in the life of a fly or something like that. And she literally just had the camera and just, like, carried it around, acting like she was a fly buzzing around. Now, granted, she had a couple actors that she would, like, bug. Get it? That she would bug as this fly. But that was basically it. That was, like, the only extra stuff. And then she just did, like, some voiceover, just hers it being like, bzz, 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 or, like, making fly noises. And that was it. Like, that was all she did. And I'm just like, that's a short film right there. So, like, anyone could make a short film. Just gotta have a camera and a basic idea of what you want to do. I made a short film completely on my own. I had no other crew other than, like, one actor. And actually, no, that's not true. I had technically 2 actors because I recorded one of my other professors just saying the word wake up. And so I just used the audio of him saying wake up because that was the theme of the video that I did. But I was the main actor for the short film. And then I had another physical actor as one of my other professors who was just a teacher, which he is. Just teacher in a classroom just saying, hey, this is when an assignment is due, and then wake up. That was all he said. And then I did the rest myself. I had like 3 or 4 different scenes. Now, granted, this was really early on in my filmmaking education, so I didn't know all the tips and tricks. So it's not the best film, and it needs cleaned up. It definitely needs cleaned up. Because the audio, I didn't remove the room tone. So you can definitely hear room tone throughout the entire film. And for those who don't know what room tone is, it's basically like if you're in a room and you're just really quiet for a minute, you can kind of hear like a little bit of like not static, but you can kind of hear like the room sounds almost. And if you're recording with a really decent microphone, you can definitely hear it. It kind of sounds like the fan's going, you can hear like the gentle sounds of a fan, and it's just like the tone of the room, which is why when you want to shoot in any situation, when you want to shoot film, you always want to get I think it's 5 to 10 seconds or 5 to 15 seconds worth of room tone, so that you can remove it from the entire, you can scan it and analyze that 15 seconds and then remove it from the entire audio log, which is great, or audio file. I'm kind of geeking out about short films and filmmaking while I'm playing Pokemon. This is great. It's my 2 passions. I love it. But anyway, the camera that I'm wanting to get, not only I want to get it for a webcam, I also want to get it for kind of I'm not going to film vlogs, but it's like a vlog camera. So I can use it for my YouTube videos if I ever want to do a face cam for that. But also, it can shoot in 4K, and I can use it to make films. And it's a decent little camera. So I'm excited for it. And the camera that I currently have, it's not made for filmmaking, but it can be used for filmmaking. It's just not its main purpose, because it's mainly a photography camera, which is great. It works fine for that, and it works okay for film. That's what I shot my short film on. Was this it's a Canon T6i. Holy shit, we caught a Tangela. Finally, at long last. We finally caught this bugger. No nickname to this thing. Okay, I think that's all the... I've caught all the encounters I can get here. Other than, no, I caught Krogunk. Oh yeah, Krogunk was replaced with, Carnivine. Okay, that makes sense. It's also been well past the 2 minutes that I said, but I was getting very into my discussion about filmmaking. But I want to make more films again. Like, I have a few scripts written, and that's like really where I excel is script writing. It's another one. You know what? I'll try to catch this one too. You know what? Why not? Have a male and a female, and I'll breed them to try to get a shiny. One. Or not. Or not. Cool. And it ran away. Okay, so I will just be in here until I get kicked out, I guess. Or until I find a shiny. Or run out of Pokeballs trying to catch Tangela again. I just love the idea of like, because I grew up in the era where a lot of the like fun activities that we did as kids was like playing outside, or it was more community based. So we had our friend groups that we'd go ride bikes around the neighborhood with, or play like neighborhood tag and neighborhood hide and seek and all that stuff. And that was also kind of the era of like, while we were learning how to like do YouTube and like learning how to do make our own movies and stuff, because we were all interested in that. We would all just kind of participate at the same time and like, hey, you're better at audio. Can you run audio or edit it? Sure. Hey, you're better at holding a camera and hitting record. Could you do that? Sure. Hey, you're a better actor. Can you act? Sure. And so like everyone would team up together, and that's basically how my college experience was. Like all of us students basically like teamed up to make films and stuff. Like obviously we had to like set like scheduled time blocks to do it and stuff because we had our own lives and our own films to do in other classes. But that's basically what we did. We teamed up together as a crew to make these films, which was really fun, especially our capstone. Our capstone was we literally just spent the entire semester making a film. It was great. All of us were producers, obviously. So I was a producer, I was a writer, because I wrote a third of the script. I was a producer, a writer, an actor. I think I ran audio a little bit, I think. I kind of just like helped on set as well. So I was kind of like well, what's the term? I'm already forgetting the terms. A PA, a production assistant. So I kind of helped just around. I was like helping people like get snacks, get water, get equipment. I was helping set equipment up, all this stuff. So I was kind of a rigger at the same point too. I kind of like did rigging. Not really well, but I kind of like helped with it. I also held cameras a couple times to like help with shots. I think I was the one too who helped with the opening shot, because literally our opening shot of this film was it was inside a barn, and we just kind of like zoomed in to this barn door. Well, the way we did it, because our lens only could go so far, obviously, we did like a very slow pan in with the lens, while at the same time our camera guy was just physically being moved forward. So what we did, it was so cheesy, we got a dolly, and he just like laid back on the dolly and held the camera, and one of us just pushed him on the dolly. It was great. And that was our opening shot. Now, granted, it wasn't the most beautiful, like, perfect shot, but it was very, very interestingly engineered, and I liked it. And so, like, stuff like that. And I also did BTS, so behind the scenes. I filmed a lot of behind the scenes. I took pictures, because that's a lot of, like, where I excel at as well. I like to do a lot of behind the scenes stuff. But, yeah, that film had a lot of problems with it. Like, it's not perfect, and, like, we had audio issues, like, the last day because we were rushing through it. But overall, it turned out really good. I liked it. And then I had a bloopers reel at the end because I was, also, I was the editor because I like editing. I think I finished editing it, like, the day before it was due because I had, like, 4 video projects to turn in that semester, and Capstone was the biggest one. And there was a lot of, like, files that I was not given until late, which was terrifying for me. But I was talking to my professor the whole time about it, like keeping him updated and like, hey, I'm gonna edit as much as I can. It might be a little late because of this, and this. And he was like, that's fine, just so long as you're showing me that you have progress. And so at the end of the year, we had like a watch party, and we all watched our short film that we did together. And it was really good. It's like a nice little 5-minute film. I like it. There's not a whole lot of like graphics or anything, but knowing what I know now about filmmaking, I wish I had done things a little bit differently. But, you know, you take these moments and you learn from them, and that just makes you a better filmmaker. So if anyone's interested in filmmaking, there's like a little snippet of what filmmaking life is like. It's honestly really, really fun, and I highly encourage you to look into it if you're wanting to be a filmmaker of any sort. So like if you want to write scripts, look into doing that. If you want to be the videographer, look into that. If you want to be a boom operator and like hold the boom mic, or if you want to run audio, look into that. There's so many different facets of filmmaking. I prefer editing because I like it's kind of like, for me, it's like putting things together like a puzzle. So it's like taking all the different pieces of filmmaking that people have worked on. So like the footage, the audio, the graphics, any of it. Taking all of those different pieces and then putting them together into like the final product and having a final product to show is like what I really like and I enjoy. And I've been doing video editing since I was like 12. Now granted, I didn't know technical terms, I didn't know things, how to do proper editing. I just knew how to cut footage and organize it on a timeline and be like, okay, this makes sense to go here, let's do that. And then I edited all my YouTube videos back when I was doing YouTube more often. But yeah, so it was really fun. I would like to do more short making now. The problem is, if I want to do that, I need more time. I need more free time. But I also, if I'm gonna do stuff with actors, I have my friends that I can ask, but it also depends on their schedule and my schedule lining up, which is almost impossible. And also like costume design and makeup and like all this stuff. There's so much technical stuff that goes into filmmaking that I'm just not good at. Like I can pull off making a film. I'm just not good at knowing the technical aspects of the camera. I know them, but I'm not good at them. So like white balance, that still eludes me. I know what it does, or I have a decent idea and understanding of what it does, but like aperture and shutter speed, like those are stuff that I still struggle with. It like takes me a minute to be like, oh yeah, that's what that does. So I like have like little cheat sheet notes for myself written almost everywhere. of like, this is what this means. And like, this is the kind of camera lens you would want for this type of scenario. Okay, time is up. There we go. We didn't catch... No, we caught Tangela. Gosh dang it. I'm just wasting money. It's fine. I have 5 badges. Heck yeah. I was like, I only got 2 badges in this game. No, I've got 5 out of 8. We're good. Saving a lot of data. There's so much data to save, y'all. Or data, if you will. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there, y'all, because it's 15 minutes from midnight. It's 11:45 right now. I'm gonna call it there. But I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow after work. It might not happen because tomorrow's gonna be like a super ultra busy day. So I'm probably gonna be exhausted after work. But we'll see. I'll try to do a stream, and if not, you can see it in Discord if I stream or not. If not, we will be back on Thursday, and I will be streaming for a longer period of time on Thursday because I got nothing to do that day other than eat lunch. So thanks for any new followers. Thanks for hanging out with me while I ranted about various different things, including like my various hobbies. Yeah, I'll see you guys the next time. Peace out, y'all. I said that before I said it after I switched, and I don't have my mic over there. Peace out, y'all.